Yes, guys, welcome back to the end of the video on the YouTube channel, and we are back with another match reaction, and it has finished. Sheff United 0, Arsenal 6. Another rampant display at the office from Arsenal, and it's just getting boring now, isn't it? I mean, it's... what can you say? Like, there's no need for a reaction. This is Arsenal's hobby at the moment, just blitzing teams left, right, and centre, especially away from home. I mean, 6-0 tonight. The week before against Burnley, 5-0. Before that, 6-0 against West Ham. I mean, this away kit could be an all-timer. I'm not even going to lie. Because we are, again, as I said, destroying teams left, right, and centre. We're playing sexy football, and it's a joy to watch at the moment. So far in 2024, we have won, 6 out of 6, 7 out of 7. I can't remember at the top of my head, but yeah, at the moment we are undefeatable in 2024 in the Premier League. That is, obviously we lost against Porto in the Champions League, but in the Premier League we are a different team, man. Honest to God, yeah, what more can you say, really? A 6-0 win against just... I don't even know what you call them, really. Sheffield United are just... yeah, they're preparing their life down there in the Championship. And, yeah, Arsenal took advantage tonight. Martin Odegaard getting amongst the goals again. The second goal was created by Bukayo Saka, but it did count as an own goal. The third goal, who scored the third goal, actually? I'm losing count because there was so many goal scorers. Who scored the third goal? Martinelli, there we go. We'll get on to Martinelli later on. Kai Havertz, of course, bagged the fourth. Great finish. Declan Rice bagged the fifth before half-time. And then Ben White in the second half with his weaker left foot. EA, upgrade his weak foot now. Like, that finish was insane. I didn't know he was left-footed. I can't lie. And look, so far this year, he has won me over, because there was a point around December time where I was like, yeah, he's one of the players that we have to think about getting rid of, because, yeah, he wasn't great at the end of 2023, but so far this year, he has been excellent. Kai Havertz bagging another goal. Nice to see. 3-3 for Havertz, I believe, if I've got that correct. Obviously, scored against Newcastle. Who do we play? Burnley, there we go. So 3-3 for Havertz. Nice to see him finally hitting form. And what a great goal as well. Yeah, perfect way to round off a third goal. And then, no, sorry, not the third goal, the fourth goal. Obviously, Martinelli, nice to see him getting a goal, because he's been playing well in recent weeks, but he's just not been contributing as much. Nice to see him getting a goal. I've already, of course, mentioned Ben White. Shame that we couldn't, get a seventh goal, sorry, because that would have, of course, rounded off a perfect evening. Don't get me wrong, this was pretty much a perfect evening for Arsenal. 3 points was all we asked for as Arsenal fans. Don't care how we did it, just a dominant, commanding performance. And we got that, all right, from Arsenal, and I'm really pleased. Some other standouts, I think, Kivior again. I mean, what's that now? 3 goal contributions in 4 games. He is playing so well at the moment. And credit where it's due, because I think it was the PSV game where he played in the Champions League, and he looked mega shaky. And then he played against Luton, obviously, away from home, and again, didn't really look that great. And I've got to be honest, since he moved into that back three alongside Saliba and Gabriel, and Ben White is doing, the inverted stuff, Kivior's actually improved big time. So fair play to him. And, when Zinchenko comes back, it's going to be it's going to be tough for him to get his spot back, because Kivior, you can't really blame him. You can't really drop him at this moment in time. So again, fair play. Jorginho, another outstanding game. I didn't think he was going to start, I can't lie. But today, again, sprayed some brilliant passes. Yeah, obviously, Jorginho always is going to provide that calmness, and he did that to perfection pretty much so far this season in general. Really, like, he's stepped in and he's done his job. Who else can you say? I mean, it's hard because no one really had a poor game. I mean, Saka, of course, came off at half-time. Hopefully that is not an injury. But I don't think it is an injury, because, he was on the bench afterwards. Didn't look happy, though. But look, if it is tactical and he's coming off at half-time because, we need to keep him fresh, then fair play. Fabio Vieira came on. Still not really a fan of him down the right. However, he sprayed some nice passes in the second half, the minutes that he was on. Of course, Thomas Partey. Bro, Thomas Partey coming on was just a joy to watch. Obviously, looked a little bit rusty at the start of, the cameo he had, but, after that, pretty much steadied things in the midfield, and you can tell it was a huge boost having him back in the squad, because he is one of our most important players, if not the most important player we have in this first 11. And obviously, I kind of want Arteta to ease him in slowly, but we'll see. Obviously, at the weekend, I would bench Partey. I think we should continue persisting with Jorginho, because he's playing really, really well at the moment. But in the Champions League against Porto, that's going to cause a little bit of a selection headache for the manager. Is he going to go with a Thomas Partey or a Jorginho? Because obviously Thomas Partey loves to pick out them brilliant long passes, and I think we've desperately missed that. I've always said, the reason why we are a little bit less free-flowing and we're a little pragmatic in attack is because of Thomas Partey not breaking the lines, and I think we have desperately missed him. And I just pray to heavens that he does stay fit from now until the end of the season, because, as I said, we need him, because him coming back is pretty much like adding curry sauce to your chippy. It's already class, but you've just made it even better, and he's going to be key. The negatives, it's hard to pluck out any negatives, to be quite honest with you, but Martinelli coming off, hopefully that's nothing serious, man, because, as I said, he's been playing really well at the moment, and of course got himself a goal, so his confidence will be rising. But that injury didn't look good. He was struggling to walk off. So I'm hoping that, nothing is serious with that one. But judging off, what I've seen, yeah, that looks 3 to 6 weeks minimum. I mean, Christ, it's not really the best time, is it? When we're just about to get all of our first team back from injury, and then Martinelli goes down. It's a shame, man. Another negative I want to talk about, Cedric getting minutes over Smith Rowe. Come on. Like, Cedric, really? I know you want to take the piss in that, but come on. Smith Rowe is on the bench and you bring on Cedric. Like, come on. Cedric's contract is up in the summer, so surely you can use Smith Rowe. You know, we're what, 5-0, 6-0 up. Throw him on at half time. And to be quite honest with you, I thought Smith Rowe starting the game would have benefited him more. I thought maybe this would have been a good game for him to even start the game, but obviously didn't, as expected. But yeah, I was very shocked that Arteta didn't bring Smith Rowe on for the second half, because I genuinely thought, because we're 5-0 up, let him get out there. And yeah, it just wasn't to be, and we see Cedric instead. Like, come on. Honestly, I honestly can't wait for Tomiyasu and Zinchenko to come back from injury so we can end this Cedric experiment, because it's driving me nuts. But look, I'm not going to be too negative in this video. Obviously, 6-0 win. And although we are still third, we are well and truly the cat's pyjamas at this moment in time. And I'm loving every minute of watching Arsenal so far this year. So I appreciate everyone who has been locked in. As always, you guys are legends. And look, we keep the ball rolling. We got Brentford on Saturday. Again, that is an expected 3 points and a huge game as well. Every game from now to the end of the season is huge, and you know we've got to just continue this streak and beat what's in front of us. And look, if we do pick up some form until that Manchester City game at the Etihad, then we can stand a chance beating Manchester City at the Etihad. But let me know what you guys think of the game in the comment section down below. Not a whole lot you can say, really. Man of the match, you can probably give it to either Odegaard or Kai Havertz, to be honest. I thought Kai Havertz was absolutely superb tonight. Saka did his thing. Martinelli, I thought, had a good game until he came off. Jorginho, as I said, was superb. Rice was just Declan Rice, to be quite honest with you. The defence, nothing to do other than, of course, Ben White scoring the goal. Raya, what can I say? Could have just taken sleeping pills for 90 minutes. I felt so bad for him. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. So subscribe if you are new. Follow me on my socials if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Bless.